I want to tell a story. I want to tell a story about the paragoose. It's a story of not geese. Because you either have a goose or you have geese. You don't have a pair of goose. So you can also, though, be a paragoose. It's spelled P-A-R-A, goose. It's a story of the paragoose. It's a story of trust and thresholds and balance and ease and transition. And I want to show the paragoose before we begin, because I drew it, and I don't know if you can see it or not.
We'll see.
The paragoose. This is the paragoose. I'm excited about this paragoose. Good deals. Paragoose. So, the story of the paragoose. The paragoose, I will describe it first in case anyone needs a better visual than my beautiful drawing. The paragoose has 2 feet. And they're about the size of mine. It's a women's size 10, it's a man's size 8. So these 2 feet, firmly rooted on the ground, right? Their legs of the paragoose are about that big. They're very tree trunky. They're very sturdy. This paragoose does not fall down. And it's fun because the paragoose has a tail. Like when the paragoose would shake and go, and what the tail would do when it would feather out. And the body it's a twofer. It's like paragoose is like a conjoined twin. It's like a Siamese twin, but not. The body comes up. It's one butt, and then it comes up. And you have the 2 necks and 2 heads. Comes down, and then the body splits. The body's going to split here, so it's like the butt and the body comes up. 2 paragoose. And they're both kind of face forward a little bit, but they're also kind of facing opposite ways because they both have wings, so they don't want to, you can't just have 2 wings. 2 wings cannot hold out an entire paragoose. That's just silly. So you've got this paragoose, and it can flap its wings, and it can fly so easily. And this one can flap its wings, and it can fly so easily this way. But they can't do it at the same time. Because then they're like, oh God, I want to go faster. And oh God, over here. The paragoose doesn't go anywhere. He's just hurting himself and just exhausting all of his energy because he's not letting the other one at least try and see if he can do it, because this one knows the right way, but this one knows the right way. This is the way it should go. No, this is the way it should go. So, I love the story of the paragoose. It just makes me laugh. Knowing that they can't both go at the same time because they don't go anywhere, if neither of them went, they wouldn't go anywhere. If they just relied on their feet, don't, they would take forever to get anywhere. It's a big paragoose, short legs. I don't even know if it has knees. I think it might just like, so like they really need to rely on their flying. So they figured this out, this one paragoose has figured this out in its duality of itself, that if it allows part of it to take the lead and to flap its wings and it can go forward, the other one can just kind of like trust and sit back and relax and allow itself to be taken along for this beautiful journey. And when this one gets tired, the other one can say, I am ready now because I am rested and I have received so much. I've been able to relax. I've been able to enjoy the view. Now let me get this. And if this paragoose is like, no, I got this. I've been doing it this whole time. Then this paragoose is going to be like, man, I'm tired of going that way. Like, I wanted to be heard too. I wanted to be the controller and the decider and this part of this path maker. So this paragoose is like, okay, fine. And then it kind of relaxes, and this paragoose, still the same one paragoose. I would give them different names, but I haven't made them up yet. It may be nude and naked. I don't know. So this one's flapping around. And now this one that's been all like the whole time can sit back, relax, enjoy the show. And there's this beautiful relationship that they, in its own oneness, has created for this balanced movement that it makes. We must trust that one of us is going to be good and we got this. One of us must take the lead and the control and say, I'm going there, I'm doing that. And when we do this within ourselves, having this relationship with ourselves, trusting that there are parts of me that I got this, and sometimes it's just the nurturing, compassionate, trusting space, I am more of benefit at that point for those around me. And sometimes I'm the controller, I'm the decider, I'm the doer, I'm the path maker. And I'm doing that because at that time, I'm going to be of most service to the whole, me and everyone else. This paragoose, this beautiful paragoose, the story of trust and allowing and relaxing, as well as doing and deciding and soaring and expanding and going and doing. It is us. We are the paragoose. We are this one paragoose. So when we go throughout our life and our days, trusting that we got this, and that if at any point we get a little confused, we need a little support, we have it within us, and we also have it outside of us. We can ask, we can say, hey, I need some support. Sometimes it just takes that moment of maybe no flapping is going on, and the paragoose just sits and says, what do we feel? What do we want to go? What do we want to do? Ooh. And sometimes maybe they just need to go crazy and flap around so then they can let it all settle and see everything with a little bit more clarity. So I wanted to share the story of the paragoose. It's this beautiful creature that allows and that goes and that does and that soars and that is, and it's sturdy and it's steady when its footedness is on the ground. And when it is flying and soaring, it goes forward and it moves around this earth because and only because one must be able to receive the movement and the fluidity of what is around in itself, and also be able to say, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. We're going to have fun doing this because it's just me and this one paragoose. So I hope everyone enjoys the story of the paragoose. May you find the paragoose within yourself and enjoy all the paragooses all around us. So that was my story of the paragoose. I wanted to share.